Alright lads, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Tom Harlock and I do not have an intro, but I do have nasty thoughts, hurtful feelings. Not all of them are about myself. From families, furniture, freaks and beyond, I love to hate it all. However, I have perhaps kept a little bit too much bottled up inside recently, and even a garden of misery needs room to grow. So for today's video, I thought it would be a grand idea to get up to speed and get a load off my chest by raking up last year's wildest internet moments month by month in an effort to find out what went wrong in 2022. So I don't feel like much went right.
Beyonce has the same 24 hours in a day that we do. And I just think like it's literally, you're given one life and it's down to you what you do with it.
As fireworks welcome the new year, there wasn't a single neuron sparking in the mind of boss babe Molly-Mae. Best known for 2019's Love Island, Molly-Mae Hague has amassed a fortune thanks to her talents in having hair, wearing beige, and helping young women feel like they're just not enough. Molly-Mae found herself apologising for a podcast appearance, whereas she states we're all given the same opportunities, but she works harder than you, and that's why you're poor.
If you want something enough, you can achieve it, and it just depends to what lengths you want to go to get where you want to be in the future.
Molly-Mae's comments come on the heels of being appointed creative director of fast fashion nightmare Pretty Little Thing. PLT is under the Boohoo brand, who have been routinely accused of mistreating their workers. In an attempt to prove the haters wrong, Molly-Mae's creative role was defended in a documentary, wherein she visits the PLT HQ to fulfill her new duties of getting the drinks.
We'll need to think about kind of drinks lists, any appetizers, food, etc. A lot of work.
Oh, well I believe in you, Molly darling. First you sort in the nibbles, and if that's a success, maybe you can pick out the brickwork for your new sweatshop.
We've been together for nearly 15 years and we have 4 children, 6 dogs, and our life is a nightmare.
Alright, well you said it, sunshine, but I'm happy to reiterate. February next, and family vloggers the Saucony Jolies made headlines for their unorthodox marketing tactics. Comprised of Father John, Mother Anna, and an array of young children, the family rose to fame in the early 2010s, finding space adjacent to other British YouTubers. Over their tenure, Jonathan and Anna have documented every other inch of family life. And in February, Jonathan released his memoir, All My Friends Are Invisible. And I can see why.
That's the other thing about the clothes that I say I like. You know, androgynous clothing, which is more like long lining and sort of like not male or female.
Oh yeah, I'm also a big fan of rejecting the binary by putting on my big coat. After recently coming out as himself, Jonathan's viewers felt he was exploiting the alphabet community for financial gain. Coinciding with the book release, Jonathan began documenting the discovery of himself and anybody else in the vague vicinity. On the 25th of February, Jonathan and Anna posted a gender reveal, this time for their 8-year-old. Announcing their second-born's transition, many felt Jonathan was living vicariously through his child and capitalising on the journey for sales. My heart does go out to anybody who's struggling to feel comfortable in their own skin. But if I'm honest, the only below belt modification I care about is a hem on that dress. Just because you can't pronounce it doesn't mean haberdasheries don't exist. Following the gender reveal, a slew of identity-focused videos were posted, with the majority advertising Jonathan's memoir. Personally, I'd like to thank Jonathan, because I've spent decades pondering the influence a father figure could have had in my life. But watching you drag your clan up, I actually think I'm alright, you know.
Hello, foodie beauties.
2022 may have been the year of the tiger, but March was one for the pigs, with YouTube's very own 3-piece suite each getting their time at the trough.
Beauty bite.
Yeah, beauty bite, darling. Not a beauty buffet. Foodie Beauty, also known as Chantel, is a Canadian mess whose YouTube channel consists of eating shows, story times, and as of recent years, near daily live streams documenting the ins and outs of her big beautiful life.
People like to watch me because I'm a train wreck.
Yeah, everyone enjoys good trash.
That was until Chantel found her channel being terminated for violating community guidelines. And about 3 of my senses.
I'm eating my cheat day.
Keeping the double doors open, Amberlynn Reid rolled straight from Pillow Mountain and into the pig pen to get down and dirty with fellow swine Nikocado Avocado.
So what if I, said something that might be trolling, but no one would dare to question if it's a troll? Something taboo, a subject you never want to talk about.
Like the colour of your bed sheets, or how on earth you clean your lower back. After Nikocado insinuated Amberlynn fabricated her recent illnesses, our country bumpkin had enough.
Like, it is insane. I'm literally not going to sit here and sugarcoat this.
Alright, well, positive life choices, darling, but we both know you're a savoury lass, so maybe abstain from the garlic salt and then we'll talk.
Oh no, I considered him a friend.
She had to set up for herself and set the record straight. The only line Amberlynn does is down.
Oh, yeah, he very much is insinuating that I lied about cancer.
Oh, Amberlynn. I'm a bit confused though, darling, because there's all this talk about you kicking out the cancer, but I thought Becky was a Sagittarius.
Nails, hair, hips, heels.
Do you pay your bills? Was the question Todrick Hall faced in April when an appearance on a reality show unravelled a list of supposed deceptions.
I came in here with a game plan. Todrick, lay low and fly under the radar. That did not happen. I was a huge threat from week one.
Yeah, threat to my bloody sanity. You need to pick a struggle, Todrick. You can't be a Disney adult and a bellend. Todrick's early YouTube parodies have opened the doors to an array of mainstream opportunities over the last decade.
So my friend Todrick is one of those people who's very generous with his effort and time.
With the most recent being the celebrity Big Brother house.
Remember your brand and who you are and do things with grace.
Yeah.
Reaching the final, Todrick was popular amongst the other contestants until they heard what he had to say behind closed doors.
One of your favorite movies is Wizard of Oz, but you've forgotten that we could see behind the curtain.
After narrowly missing out on the cash prize, Todrick was fuming and immediately cancelled all press interviews. But when it rains, it pours, and Todrick was drenched upon leaving the house to find an eviction of his very own. Being sued for $100,000, it was claimed that Todrick had missed 3 months' rent on his LA mansion that he previously claimed to have owned.
Hello, everyone.
Todrick's house tour featured tacky decor and an even tackier request for his fans to furnish it via an Amazon wishlist, requesting everything from bottled water to bin bags.
I'm not having a traditional housewarming, but I have set up a little registry on Amazon, so if you don't want to send wine, but you want to send something, you can click on my registry, only if you want to, no worries.
Well, I'm slightly concerned, because you are begging for your cat's dinner, but I reckon they could survive a couple weeks sucking the natural oils out of that leather bed frame, which I'm now realising is probably plastic. So maybe I will chip in for a few pouches.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Star Yak Ranch, and also welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are ya?
Suddenly violently ill, thanks for asking. April showers bring May flowers, and thank God, because Jeffree Star's yaks need something to snack on before being minced into a profit margin. With the launch of his Wyoming ranch, assumptions were made that the 500 acres would be used as a sanctuary, with the yaks being named and loved as individuals. So, when a trademark application for the butchering of his yak surfaced on the internet, Jeffree slithered out of the dungeon and onto Instagram to reassure his fans that he wasn't eating his pets.
When I'm laying on a yak and I name them, nothing's happening to them except brushing them, loving them, and feeding them. Anything else that y'all make it up in your head, it's not real.
Oh, well, that's good to know, mate. Can't wait to watch them grow up and grow old and have families of their...
All right, you guys, is this where we segue into my meat business?
Oh. Alright, maybe he is eating his pets.
All of the yaks that I'm raising for food, they're in a back pasture.
Taking to YouTube, Jeffree advertised his yaks as ready to eat.
Yes, you guys, I am officially selling yak meat.
With his cosmetics business being fully vegan, I do respect Jeffree's decision to not test on animals, but I don't think those mangy cows are going to need their eyelids for much longer, so you may as well send them off with a cut crease. As we enter 2023, Jeffree's yaks are available online and in local restaurants.
And voila, here is the Star Yak Ranch Burger.
Salam alaikum, Jeffree, but I think I'm gonna wait until you stop loving those dogs.
Delicious, come here, boy. Delicious, come here.
Delicious? Oh, I bet you are.
I'm not gonna beat you up anymore. I'm just gonna take this the right way, the smart way, and just let the courts decide.
June saw the start of litigation between former Vlog Squad member Jeff Wittick and YouTube's very own Dr. Evil, David Dobrik. Following a stunt gone wrong filmed for David's big return to YouTube, it was revealed in June that Jeff had proceeded with a lawsuit worth $10 million. Back in June of 2020, whilst filming in Utah, Jeff suffered serious injuries after David misused an excavator, of which Jeff was being swung by. In the lawsuit, Jeff claims that David has limited his ability to make money in the future, and he should be compensated, as well as have his medical bills covered.
I don't do this for any other reason than to spread joy on people's faces.
And life-altering injuries, apparently. David, mate, if you're watching this, you need to do the right thing. Reach in your pockets, pull out your wallet, and give me your money.
Real quick, for the people that said that our festival was a scam or that it wasn't happening, you guys can suck a fat donut, okay? Because it's happening.
With the days getting longer, so did Austin McBroom's stint in the internet's bad books when July welcomed his latest endeavour, the very first Ace Family Festival. With over 18 million subscribers, Austin and Catherine McBroom have made a fortune parading their children on the Ace Family YouTube channel. The family have built up a huge audience thanks to their hilarious pranks, like when Catherine covered his car in post-it notes, or when he cheated on Catherine every other week. That's not very funny.
What up, bro?
I gotta ask. There's every month there's cheating rumors about you going on. You never address it. Is there a reason why?
Oh, mate, you sound like you need a day of fun and relaxation. And boy, have I got the car park for you. Ace Family Festival on July 9th was advertised as Coachella meets Disneyland, with ticket prices at $299. But when guests arrived, they were less likely to find Mickey Mouse and more inclined to discover bin rummaging rads. And that was just the meet and greet.
You're like my cousin if you were a girl.
Live, Laugh, Lose the Plot was the theme for August, with the debut of Super Roast Battles, a live show hosted by Dennis something, aka drama channel Deaf Noodles. Best known for cosplaying as a cat whilst wearing Amazon's cheapest wig, Mr. Noodles stepped out of the Minecraft house and into what appears to be a former Dorothy Perkins store in Los Angeles to perform a weekly comedy event produced by himself, allegedly. I put more production into buying a fruit and nut bar from the little Sainsbury's.
Yeah, this place messier than your mom's pussy.
You know you probably ate it.
Oh god, poor woman should have chomped you down when she had the chance. Dennis declared the event a raging success, but the physical altercations and less than stellar turnout told a different story. I've seen more people at a Gabby concert. And speaking of, YouTube's biggest rock hand emoji caused concern in August after she posted hundreds of erratic TikToks.
God is so genius.
Ah, that's so kind of you, but I've actually only got an IQ of 13. I'm neurologically malnourished and technically brain dead. Welfare checks were called to Gabby's residence after a lunatic fan recorded themselves visiting under the guise of being out for a run.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Think you can use your bathroom?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Come on.
Thank you. Honestly, would like to help. I don't know what to do though.
Alright, maybe get your eyebrows threaded and take it from there. After proceeding to pray with her, Gabby was alerted to Gollum's deception. Well,
Get the out of my house now. Now. Now.
Many considered Gabby's sudden dip into religion to be an indicator of her going mental. But I remember her picking up God back in 2016. And crikey, isn't he stunning?
Makeup is not meant to be intimidating. Makeup is not meant to be had, it's not meant to be scary.
Or flattering, apparently. TikTok's longest eyelashes, Mikayla Nagara, found herself with a full face of egg in September after she shared the hardships influencers have to bear.
Every single day, I get up at 6 a.m. I literally just finished work and it's 5:19. Try being an influencer for a day. Try it.
Alright, well, I do it about 3 times a year, darling, and I think it's a piece of hot piss. Mikayla shot to fame in recent years, thanks to her thick accent, thin skin, and inability to correctly disclose her sponsorships. With her audience labelling her out of touch, Mikayla popped on a lash, about 14 filters, and hopped on Instagram to say sorry. My contact lenses are flanging out, by the way, so if my eyes look dodgy in this video, it's ableism to call it out.
The internet, man, you guys come in hot.
Well, I come room temperature and chunky, but it's not my fault I've got high testosterone.
Hi.
After living a life of anonymity, child's entertainer Dream dropped the mask in October, publicly unveiling his face for the first time.
My name is Clay, otherwise known as Dream, online. May have heard of me?
No. Unfortunately, the long-anticipated reveal was an absolute nightmare, with comparisons being made to the internet's grubbiest relic, Shane Dawson.
Obviously, you know who I am, and I'm just so cool.
No. Personally, I think it's extremely brave of Dream to show his face, and the duration of his looks isn't kind. He can't help looking so bloody gormless. And if we're gonna bully people, at least do it for things that matter, like his personality or his interests, which if he's a gamer, is probably children.
This is not okay. This is my message to you, Balenciaga.
In November, luxury fashion house Balenciaga found themselves fanning the flames of their own controversy when a series of nefarious advertisements featuring an uncomfortable mixture of children and adult-themed restraints led to a boycotting of the brand. Balenciaga responded by taking legal action against the set designers that they hired, which kind of feels like pissing in your own bath. Massive backlash led to a trend of Balenciaga items being destroyed.
You, as a brand, are going up in flames. Your apology means nothing.
I think the whole thing's disgusting, and we need to get children out of advertising campaigns and back where they belong, in the factories making the garments. Those harnesses won't stitch themselves, and if Balenciaga haven't got any hours, I've heard Molly-Mae's hiring.
I'm the CEO of the Ancestral Lifestyle. I don't brush my teeth, and I don't wash my hair.
Oh, well, I know yeast is natural, but can you please give your balls a soak, because it's starting to smell like a bakery. December saw the cirrhosis of Ancestral Living ambassador, Liver King. Mr. Stinky amassed a huge following in 2022 thanks to his archaic lifestyle, which includes a strict diet of raw organs, bone marrow, and a generous side of muscle-enhancing steroids, apparently. After vehemently insisting on an all-natural physique, leaked emails outline Liver King's supposed habit. Apologising in a video posted December 4th, the Liver King admits to being a bit of a fiend.
When asked if I've ever taken steroids, I've always said no. I don't touch the stuff, not gonna touch the stuff, never touch the stuff. That was a lie.
And December didn't get much better for aspiring alpha males when Andrew Tate found himself double-ended for Christmas. Andrew's popularity exploded last year, often being cited as a scam artist for his questionable online course, Hustlers University.
Welcome to Hustlers University. The first time in your adult life you're in the right place at the right time.
For the low price of $50 a month, any insecure man can learn straight from the professor of generating cash's barely functioning mouth.
No gender studies, no wasting time, straight to the point. How do you make money today?
Not by spending it to hear you spitting me through the screen, I can tell you that much. Hustlers University teaches lessons on dropshipping, cryptocurrency, and how to berate the women in your lives. One thing that is not on the curriculum, however, is common sense, as demonstrated by Andrew's recent Twitter spat with climate activist Greta Thunberg. In a series of tweets wherein he brags about the size of his exhaust, Andrew couldn't help but jump on camera, chong on a fatty, and unknowingly provide the basis for his own arrest. Romanian authorities had been waiting for Andrew and brother Tristan to enter the country due to warrants for arrest, and were tipped to their location after Andrew's video featured a box from Jerry's Pizza, a chain exclusive to Romania. That's not very boy boss, is it, mate? Most recently, Andrew has lost his court appeals and remains in Romanian custody. Well, chin up, Andrew, but not too much, mate, because those botched air plugs will tip right out. And on that thin note, that's all the time I've got for today's video. But if you did enjoy it and you feel so inclined, you can leave me a like. Let me know your thoughts and feelings down below in the comment box. And if you want more videos from me, you can always click subscribe. Cheers for watching, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you boys next time. Bye! That's me done for a year.